Today I had the absolute privilege of existing in nothing. Let me tell you what happened, what came up for me as I sat in a place where I was not feeling, not thinking, purely being. So here are the things that my mind tried to do. It threw up, "This is uncomfortable," which it was at first. That slid off. Then I felt the dart of, if you're not being productive, you're kind of sinning, that kind of thing. And that kind of slid off too. So like all these typical attacks, if you're not feeling anything, you're numb. And that means you know what it feels like to be numb. That's so scary. So all of these typical mind stories that I've always told myself about inactivity just didn't apply. The space I was in was just space. It wasn't positively charged. It wasn't negatively charged. I don't want to use the word peaceful because it didn't even have a quality to it. It was simply space. It was allowing myself to unfold and take up room and simply be. I've talked a lot before about the importance of being, not always doing, not defining yourself by your acts. But this was such a specific non-specificity. It was, and it wasn't a void, it was a space. And it was challenging, but there was so much room. And the only way that I could maintain it is to be exactly where I was and exactly present in that moment. So what I invite you to do today is to see how comfortable you feel not doing for a moment or two, and see if you can remove yourself from your headspace as well. Because I wasn't really, like, thoughts would bounce in, but they'd slide off. There was a lot of empty space. And it was maybe the first time I was ever able to sit there for more than like a speck or a moment. There were like whole moments. And then something would come in and then it would slide off and then another whole moment. And I suggest that you experiment with that and see what comes up for you. And I will see you tomorrow.